The war began, as wars often do, with misunderstanding and fear. It was the Cygathians, an alien empire with cold logic and ruthless efficiency, who struck first. They hadn't invaded Earth for resources or conquest. No, it was an incident, as they called it. A family had died, crushed under rubble during a skirmish on the fringes of human-controlled space. To the Cygathians, it was an unfortunate consequence of war. To humans, it was murder. The family had names, the Allens. A mother, a father, and 2 children who lived on a little colony out past Mars. Their deaths sparked outrage. Humans were done being the underdog in this interstellar struggle. The United Earth military decided that if the Cygathians wanted cold logic, humans would give them something far more dangerous, revenge wrapped in emotion. That's when the decision was made. The Cygathian royal family, figures of authority, influence, and power, would pay the price. And so, humanity sent their deadliest weapons, Kay and Alec. Kay and Alec were special. They weren't soldiers, at least not in the traditional sense. They were assassins. A couple, bound by love, teamwork, and the odd tendency to bicker like they were still choosing what to watch on movie night. Together, they had taken out warlords, gangsters, even rogue generals. But this was different. This wasn't a mission for money, for politics, or to win a battle. It was about sending a message. The starship rattled as it entered Cygathian space. Kay tapped her fingers impatiently against the side of her seat. She glanced over at Alec, who was grinning like a kid with a new toy. "Why are you smiling?" Kay asked. "Because this is going to be fun," Alec replied. "We're going to assassinate alien royalty. You know that's not fun, right?" "Sure, but look at the gear they gave us. Stealth suits, EMP drones, a plasma rifle that adjusts to your body temperature. It's like Christmas, but deadlier." Kay rolled her eyes. "You're impossible." "But you love me," Alec said with a wink. She tried to hide her smirk as she tightened the straps on her gear. "Yeah, don't get yourself killed, or I'm marrying your brother." "Hey, my brother's a terrible cook." Their banter carried them through the tension as the ship autopilot into orbit around Zyrat 9, the Cygathian homeworld. The royal palace sat on a sprawling plateau, glimmering with silver spires that reflected the alien sun. "This is it," Kay said, studying the holographic map. "We get in, we take out the king and queen, and we disappear before they know what hit them." "And if we can't?" Alec asked, half serious. "Then we improvise," Kay replied. Night on Zyrat 9 wasn't much like Earth. The sky shimmered with 3 moons, casting pale lavender light across the landscape. Alec crouched on the ridge overlooking the palace, scanning with his binoculars. "Security's tight," he murmured. "Drones, guards, energy fields. They're paranoid." Kay smirked. "They should be. We're here." They activated their stealth suits, cutting-edge tech that bent light and sound around their bodies. They became shadows, ghosts in the alien night. Alec led the way, moving with practiced grace, his footsteps silent. Kay followed, laser-focused but always ready to quip. At the palace gates, Alec froze. Oh, what? There's a code lock." Kay sighed, already pulling out a hacking tool. "You had one job, scout ahead." Technically, scouting includes finding problems. Alec defended himself. She didn't respond, too busy watching the numbers flash on the lock as the device worked its magic. A soft beep sounded, and the gate slid open. "See?" Kay said. "Easy. Piece of cake," Alec replied. "Focus, Romeo." Inside the palace, the grandeur was enough to make even seasoned assassins pause. Walls of crystal reflected their movements like twisted funhouse mirrors. The air buzzed with the hum of alien technology. "Keep your eyes sharp," Kay whispered. "No time for sightseeing, got it?" Alec replied, though he couldn't help but look around. "This place is fancy. I feel underdressed." Kay smirked. "You're always underdressed." They navigated hallways, ducking into shadows whenever guards approached. The Cygathians were tall, armored figures with glowing visors and stony faces. They didn't speak, just patrolled in perfect silence. Finally, they reached the central chamber. Through a large window, they could see their targets, King Villan and Queen Syra. The Sygathian royals stood near a glowing platform, their silver robes cascading like liquid metal. They were regal, terrifying, and completely unaware of the humans watching them. 2 shots, Alec whispered. Then we're out. Wait, Kay murmured, narrowing her eyes. Something's off. Alec frowned. What? It's a clear shot. Exactly. It's too clear. Before Alec could respond, the room went dark. Red lights flared across the palace, and alarms blared, a sound like 1,000 metallic horns. Kay? Alec said, gripping his plasma rifle. Kay swore under her breath. They knew we were coming. The throne room erupted with guards. Sygathians poured in through every entrance, their glowing visors locking onto the humans. Alec fired the first shot, a plasma bolt that tore through the nearest guard. Kay followed, spinning behind a pillar and returning fire. We're surrounded, Alec shouted. Thanks for the update. Kay snapped back, her voice sharp but controlled. It was chaos, energy bolts slicing through the air, explosions rattling the walls, and smoke clouding their vision. Alec pulled a small drone from his belt, tossing it into the air. It buzzed to life, unleashing an EMP wave that knocked out half the lights and disoriented the guards. Kay took the opening. She sprinted forward, plasma pistol in hand, ducking and weaving as she closed the distance to the king and queen. Cover me, she yelled. On it? Alec replied, his rifle humming as he picked off guards from a distance. Kay vaulted onto the glowing platform, landing in front of the Sygathian royals. King Thalon loomed over her, his silver robes shimmering as he raised a glowing staff. You dare bring violence into my palace? The king's voice boomed, deep and alien. Kay leveled her pistol at him. Yeah, well, you brought violence to our planet. Queen Syra stepped forward, her expression unreadable. You humans are driven by revenge. It blinds you. Kay's finger tightened on the trigger, but she hesitated. Something about the queen's tone. Kay, Alec shouted from across the room. I can't hold them forever. Kay's mind raced. Kill the royals and complete the mission, or listen to that small voice in the back of her head telling her to stop. Queen Syra tilted her head, studying Kay with piercing, intelligent eyes. The family's death was a mistake, but your retaliation will doom countless others. Kay clenched her jaw. You're lying. Am I? The queen asked softly. Alec reached her side, breathing hard. What are you waiting for? Shoot them. Kay's hands trembled. Alec, I think we're being played. What? This whole thing. They wanted us to come here. To kill them. Alec's expression shifted. He looked at the queen, then the king, then at the army of guards closing in. Son of a... You're right. The king smiled, a thin, alien curve of his lips. If you kill us, humanity becomes the monster they fear. And if we don't? Kay asked. You'll have to trust us. Kay looked at Alec. Trust an alien royal couple? Why not? Alec said with a wild grin. We've done crazier things. The escape was ridiculous, chaotic, and somehow perfect. Kay and Alec detonated smoke bombs, sending the throne room into a frenzy. They fought their way back through the palace, Alec tossing sarcastic comments at the guards while Kay kept him from getting shot. Left. Kay shouted,